live post-game show coming tomorrow. Jason Tyvis Earl. In the last 2 years, dating back to the playoff series against Boston and the one regular season matchup in Boston this season, the Cavaliers have yet to win at the Garden. They've beaten Boston here in Cleveland. They have not beaten Boston in Boston. Tyvis, I want to start with you. Do the Cavs have to beat Boston in Boston on Friday night to prove they're legitimate contenders and can take down Boston in a playoff series in the Celtics or on the Celtics home court?
Do they have to win? Like, is this a must-win game? Is that what you're saying? Because that's
not a must-win. But
I'm about to say that's preposterous.
Do they have to prove to themselves they can beat Boston in Boston still?
Yes. Yes, they do. I mean, at the end of the day, they're going to have to go there and win. Yes, they will have the home court advantage and all those things. But you're going to have to win on the road at some point. You know, you got to slay that demon. To me, this would be a big test to see how they show up and how they show out. I mean, you got guys, this is pretty much the team will be healthy, right? I don't know anybody that's not playing. I know Jaylen Brown didn't play. And on top of that, they just lost to the Pistons, too. Yes, the Cavs better come out there and win this game. And you're going to get Boston's best shot because they lost to the Pistons. So what you really want to do is really win in their building while they mad to let them know in the playoffs this is what it is. Y'all had y'all moment last year, but it's us now. It's our time now. I'm sorry. It's our time now. Y'all done got these changes. Y'all done went out and got these other players, DeAndre Hunter. All of these things, it should come together. Y'all should really, really find a way to win this game. There really is no excuses in this one. You got to be able to win on the road.
That was nice, but you wrong. Like, it'll be cool for morale, but don't act like we go into the Garden tomorrow, bro, and we beat the Celtics, and it's some defining moment for the Cavs season.
That's why I said it's preposterous to think that it's a must-win game. But they haven't done it.
Yeah, so what? But it's like, even if they go in there and lose,
you gotta get your feet wet.
If they go in there, let's say they go in there and win, right? It's late February. I don't really think that's gonna have that much of an impact on you going into the Garden, say in May. You know what I mean? When you try to go to the finals. No.
So you telling me
I don't. I think if we lose this game, it's not gonna have no type of impact on when we get to the playoffs. And we got to go to the Garden. I don't.
The mind is different. It works different.
I don't.
The thing is, if I go somewhere and have some success, I can say, I had success there. I know I can do it. I know we can do it.
For sure.
If I ain't never did it. When was the last time you said they beat them there?
I could look up. I know they lost the 3 games in the postseason in Boston. They lost the 1 regular season game in Boston.
I just look at it like this, man.
It's been a while.
At this point,
it's been a while.
All the Cavs need to do is stay consistent in what they're doing and stay healthy. Win or lose Friday night in Boston, be damned. But I think even if they win, again, it's good for morale, but it's not going to do anything to help them come playoff time once they get to Boston and they got to play in that type of atmosphere and that environment where the intensity level is much, much higher.
It's going to be like that Friday.
I just think that they need to stick to their business, do what they got to do, go out there and just play a game.
You got to slay that demon at some point.
I don't think if they lose to the Celtics in Boston that it does anything to have a negative impact on what's going on.
Here's the thing. I don't think winning tomorrow slays the demon.
Yeah, it does.
You got to win in May.
That's true, too. It's going to be more intensified, but to at least say I had some success there.
Yeah, I mean,
that was like the Garden. It was like Madison Square Garden. They we can't win in the Garden. Then they finally did it, and then it's like not even a thing anymore.
The last time the Cavs won in Boston was October 28th, 2022.
22-23 season, so 2 years ago. Now, I've been to Boston for too many regular season games to count. It's a great environment for a regular season game, especially for a big game like this one coming up. It's great. Boston in February in a regular season and Boston in May ain't no comparison between the two. There is no one is not like the other.
You better learn how to silence a crowd.
But my point is, and that's playoff basketball in the NBA in general, just playing Boston in February and playing Boston in May is 2 completely different monsters. So you can go in there and win this game. I'm kind of with Earl. You can go in there and win this game. It ain't going to matter come May. You ain't going to walk in there and go, hey, you remember on February 28th, we beat this team here. Ain't going to have any – when that crowd gets going.
You know what the speech would be? We've already been here. we've already slayed this dragon, so we know we can do it. To where we ain't did it since October 22nd of 2022.
No, it ain't.
So if they lose this game Friday, they're not gonna have any confidence or believe that they can't go in there and win.
I'd be worried about the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah.
They win this game, and you can attest to this.
Yep.
Mike can attest to this. They win this game. They win this game. Donovan is gonna give the speech before we play in the playoffs. When we beat Boston in February, that don't matter. I don't give a damn about that.
He probably will say that.
It ain't gonna have nothing to do with it.
But if they lose this game, I will be concerned.
But
I will be concerned about the playoffs.
I have always been like dismissive of the regular season, but there have been, I think, because this is a new team that is emerging.
Especially how they got did the last time they played.
There have been moments, there have been games this season that have been milestone marker moments for this team.
I agree.
Oklahoma City, Golden State.
See, the Oklahoma City thing bothers me because they did it the one, then
They got smoked in that case.
Yeah, but
that's
that's
not. No.
But if you beat the brakes off the best team in the West,
did they beat the brakes off of them?
what, here?
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did.
Yes,
they did.
Was the win by more or was the loss by more? Which one was worse?
I'm just saying. If you done it,
because the loss, I was looking like this is a shame. This game was over in the
first quarter.
if they go into Boston tomorrow night and they win by 20,
I feel great.
That's a statement. But that's different than winning by 2.
That's my point.
Even if they win by 20, I don't think it has no impact in May.
Boy, if they go out there and beat Boston by 20 tomorrow in Boston, you going to be like, bro, we going to the finals. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
That's true.
Thank you.
That's true.
So
how you
stop
know?
it.
How you
Why
know?
y'all sit here acting like this?
We got
I feel like that right now. No, I'm talking about him because he's so emotional and overreactionary.
I feel like that right now. I don't need to be
You
Boston
don't
to
feel
feel
like that.
No, we got Tyrone. I don't even know. That's all I
Did you
got.
see what Chris Stapp did to Evan last time?
What they got to do with Tyrone?
Ty Jerome played the last time.
Ty Jerome is the greatest Cab to ever live.
Ty Jerome
there will be a statue of Ty Jerome.
Played the last time the Celtics played. They lost.
Oh, by the way, hold on. I made a mistake. They won game 2 last year in Boston. That's my bad. They won game 2 last year in Boston.
McNuggets is
Hand up, my bad.
McNuggets is
I
drunk.
The whole
game
time,
3.
the whole time it don't even matter. The whole time.
McNuggets is drunk.
I didn't remember that either. I thought they
Hand
lost
up, my
them.
bad. I thought it was game 3. Hand up, my
The
bad.
whole argument just is
whole
irrelevant.
argument
Now
is
it's all
irrelevant.
irrelevant now.
So,
it's all irrelevant.
We can talk Ty Jerome now. I guess.
The whole thing's irrelevant.
The whole thing don't even
If they
matter
won
now.
there in the playoffs, then the whole thing's irrelevant.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Hand up, my bad. I totally misread that wrong.
Great.
Shout out to the chat for correcting me.
I thought.
Bad job out of me.
I didn't think they won there last year.
I didn't either.
It was game 2.
It was game. Yeah. It was game 2.
So Donovan went crazy.
We was at Sweetport Wilson's that game.
I still never been there.
When did Donovan get hurt? Game
Probably
3.
that
It
Game
must
three.
have been game 3
Yeah.
because he had 29 in game 2 to lead all scorers.
I think it was game 3.
Yeah.
He hurt the calf.
That was the
'cause then
game.
he
Game
missed
2
4
was the
and
game.
5.
He started off facilitating, getting everybody else involved, and then I think he ended up with like 29.
Well, that's totally my bad, guys. I was dead ass convinced that they lost game 2 and they
We
won
just
game
wasted
3.
15 minutes.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I got to
job
start
by
double
me.
checking your work, man.
No, that is bad by me, like bad. I will start with the game in general. Darius's game time decision. So is Jaylen Brown. If those two guys, you had to pick one, who would be a bigger loss to their team if they're unable to play tomorrow night? Who would it be, Jason?
Jalen would be a bigger loss.
I agree.
Yeah, we got Ty Jerome.
Oh, here we go.
I mean,
you're not wrong.
You're
not wrong.
All the emotions back. I'm back now. We got Ty Jerome.
No,
Listen.
Boston's predicated on the way that Jalen and JT. Boston goes as Jalen and JT.
Well, I
go.
mean, it would make it easy. The matchups would be more easier because what made Boston so hard is pause. What made them so difficult to face was that they stop it, Earl. What made them so difficult is that they had both Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who was both 6'6", guys that we didn't have the people to match that. If Jason Tatum is the only guy that's going to be that size, pause, that's going to be 6'7", Earl, lock in, bro. Lock in. It's going to be 6'7". I mean, Hunter should do a great job defending him, so we should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. Like, we got size now. We got legit size now. You got a two-way and Hunter that can defend and go get you 19. And then now you can deploy more lineups like with trees. I think they had a lineup out there the other day with a Okoro, Dean Wade, Hunter,
And Mobley.
Like,
Sheesh.
you know, you can deploy more lineups like that. Darius Garland don't play again. Like, I'm being funny, but I'm not. We got Ty Jerome, right? I felt like Ty Jerome was a X factor that was missing last year. You got your backup point guard who's a candidate for Sixth Man of the Year, and this is a dude that can score, he can defend, he can facilitate.
It's gonna be interesting.
And it allows you to get other guys off ball. So, and you know, he said it himself, like he's been given more freedom with Kenny Atkinson to really show everything that he can do. And it's like, you know, if DG is out, I'm just more confident that we don't miss a beat. Mm-hmm. Without Jaylen Brown, they definitely miss a beat.
They lost by. Did they lose by 20 last? They was losing by 20 when I looked at it. I don't know what the final.
The Celtics
score
right now are playing with their food in the regular season. It was like the LeBron era Cavs. It was like the teams in recent memory. They win a championship.
That's what
They
happened.
bored.
They turn it on when they want to turn it on, and they're going to lose some regular season games where you say, how the hell did they lose that game? I'm not overlooking or
I mean, this is a
overestimating the
JB.
Celtics whatsoever.
That's vintage JB. That's what they do. Bigger staff. But to the earlier point, what's more important to me than home or road is what Evan Mobley does with Kristaps Porzingis, because Porzingis missed that playoff series last year, and when Evan went nuts, and Kristaps had him in a pretzel the last time they played.
That's what if he was going to ask me what was the biggest thing I was looking at this game, that matchup is what I have to see.
Yeah.
Like I say, Evan, I think he was caught off guard because they said that he played in the first game, but Kristaps was just coming back from his injury, so he wasn't. He in rare form. He back in the full form right now, and Evan, I think it caught him off guard. So Evan better have an answer.
I can't remember.
Or Friday, excuse me.
But didn't he get into early foul trouble? Like, Evan had like 2 fouls probably within like the first 4 or 5 minutes of the first quarter or something like that.
I don't remember. Last time they played?
Yeah.
He was coming off the calf injury. So it was his first game.
He got pushed around.
Yeah, he looked timid. In the first 3 possessions of the game, I believe he got blocked twice by Porzingis, his first 2 shot attempts, and then never really went up strong. But I will say in the last 4, 5, 6, 7 games, whatever the stretch has been for the Cavs, Mobley is going at the rim and attacking with zero conscious, like absolutely fearless. And they're going to need that against Porzingis and the Celtics come Friday.
Be a fun game. Mikey, what else you got?
Give me 1 sec because our guest is upstairs. So you guys got to filibuster for 20 seconds here. So give me 1 sec.
We was really doing the whole emotional getting and
for no reason.
for no reason.
For no reason.
No reason. That's
He
gotta
said,
be.
I got a
All right, that was my bad. Hand up. Listen, we can't all be perfect. I did film breakdowns yesterday. I got a telestrator working.
Why you not going to join today? Oh, you said you're on a plane? You got to fly
He
somewhere?
going to Europe.
He's going to Europe
I'm
on
going to
Friday.
Europe tomorrow.
Why?
My wife's sister's husband is stationed in Wiesbaden. He's in the Army. It's my brother-in-law, but it's my
Why
wife's
can't
sister.
you- Yeah.
So we have not been to see them ever.
Oh, you going on vacation?
Yes. 10
Hey,
days. We're doing 4 or 5 days in Germany, and then we're doing 4 or 5 days in Paris.
Tyvis, we can talk vacation. We got 2 topics we got to get in before our guest. So let me get a read in. Let's get to our 2 topics.
told
here.